Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central.
Live from the 35th Annual NHRA Spring Nationals at Houston Raceway Park, welcome to the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show on iHeart Radio. Coming up, more stars from the NHRA. Waiting on Antron to show up any moment. He's going to come blowing through here, I just know it. We'll also have this hour's car review. Had a chance to drive the completely redesigned Toyota Tundra. I'll tell you my thoughts on that. We'll also have the cruise-in calendar, and later Conrad has This Week in Auto History. All right. Just ahead in this hour of the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Today's show is presented by Toyota Gazoo Racing North America. Howdy, along with Mike Out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, we need more Jeff Zekin. I'm Don Armstrong. So glad that you could join us today. It's going to be a wonderful day. You know, we're kind of here in the Top Eliminator Club, off to the side of, well, actually, the starting line is right outside that wall. So you'll be hearing a lot of that as we progress throughout the rest of the morning. Our show this morning is going to go until noon. At least we hope so.
Yes, sir.
Do you think it's going to happen?
I'm planning on it.
Are you?
Yeah.
So we're halfway through. So we have a bonus hour this Saturday.
Oh, cool.
Are you good with that?
So much
I'm great with that.
Did you not know that?
No, I didn't. But are we going to be running while the night? Are we going to be on while the nitro cars are qualifying? Or no? Is that
They don't.
No, they don't start until 1.
Okay, I was going to say it's going to be a little loud in here.
All I know is I got overtime. It's great. I love overtime.
Oh, okay. So overtime pays double. Double or nothing.
Yeah.
Double of nothing.
Double love nothing. So we're between the breakfast crowd and the lunch crowd.
Oh,
So it's kind of calmed down in here right now, which is a good thing. Because earlier there was a nice breakfast crowd.
Yes.
Yep. And when they put the lunch out, the place is going to get busy.
What's it going to look like after 5?
Well, there's the bar right there.
That's what I'm talking about.
As if, matter of fact, if you're watching,
There's another bar over there.
if you're watching this broadcast, and you will see our guest, we have him on an isolated camera. If you'll take your cup of booze, whatever it is that you've got there, off, thank you. So that camera faces that guest, and right over top of that guest, you'll see the gals back in the bar area.
Yep, you can see them.
Yeah,
Hard
there
at
they
work.
There they are. As a matter of fact,
Mixing drinks.
I think they're concocting something for us.
one of our viewers this morning, Matt England, said, "I love the guest shot," and I'm thinking, what? Why does he like the guest shot? And then I looked at it and I thought, oh, he doesn't care about that. He's looking at the girls behind over there in the bar area.
It's the background he's interested in.
Apparently so. So it is an interesting background when we have our guests.
Can we get them on with us? No?
We could. We could just drag a microphone over there. Well, it'd be fine.
I think Antron's coming up.
All right.
Oh, we can
good.
talk to them until Antron gets here.
It won't be long.
That won't be long enough. Where did you get that Coca-Cola cup? I haven't seen a Coca-Cola
I
cup
saw
in forever.
Seth grab one, so I grabbed one.
A set of cups?
No, Seth.
Seth.
Oh, Seth.
He went over there and grabbed.
Okay.
Let me. My English is.
We've lost control.
Theoretically.
So there's that.
Theoretically.
No, theoretically.
Our award-winning interviewee, Mr. Brown, how are you, sir?
Howdy, sir. How are you?
New team owner.
There's your little headset there to put on. I know you know how to work that. Ladies and gentlemen, originally from Chesterfield, New Jersey, now residing in Pittsburgh, Indiana.
That way of Louisiana.
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, he's the pilot of the Matco Tools Lucas Oil Toyota Top Fuel Dragster. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Antron Brown.
Thank you. Did you get your voice back? Did you have your voice back?
My voice is back a little bit. It sounds like I can sing right now, don't it?
Beautiful.
It's that it's that kind of that smoky, late in the evening kind of
That's
voice.
Little jazzy blues there.
That FM radio voice.
Let me see if I can try this. Ladies, let your hair down.
There you
Oh,
go.
Lord, I can do it. I can do it.
You know, when did we talk to you last? A couple months ago, right?
Yes, yes. And we're in the middle of chaos at that time when you talked to me.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, you didn't sound like chaos, but you made it very smooth.
But we were like all over the place, just getting everything together, building the team, getting things in,
Packing the
trailers
truck,
coming in, and
getting the trailers,
cars there.
everything.
Oh,
Because
Lord
you know
have
it was
mercy.
on this program, on this radio/television program 1 year ago
Oh,
that
yeah.
you made the debut announcement that
Yeah, you
you
did.
were starting your own team
Yes.
in 2022.
Yes, and it was one of those deals where you're thinking about, like, all right, we got this, and we had all the right people. You know, I mean, it's like we're doing it for all of our guys and all, and you know, from Brian Karate, Mark Oswald, Brad Mason, and all of our Matco, Lucas Oil, Toyota boys. I mean, we wanted to do something to build something special. You know what I mean? Like we've been getting our butt kicked by Torrance Racing for the last 4 years, winning championships, and we had that. We were winning those championships all in a row. We were a real dominant team for about 7 years in a row, where we were winning races and winning championships, and we built something special. But then when you see your guys kind of go to the wayside and they retire or they get other jobs,
Careful
go to
now.
other teams and stuff like that, and you're just like, what makes a team so good? People want to know what makes Torrance so good. He's had the same guys for the last 12 years of racing that he's been racing. You know what I mean? So we had that, and now that's what we're trying to establish again. And going out on our own, we want to bring that in and have control of what we want to do, how we want to do it, what parts and pieces we want to buy, and how we want to navigate. And for me, being from stick and ball sports, I am a true team player. Like, you're only as good as the people that you surround yourself by.
Right.
Build a
I
good
don't-
foundation.
Absolutely. I don't care how much money you got. You can have scraps and pieces. You can have junkyard parts. But if you have great people, you can make
They'll do
great
great
things
things
happen.
with it, right?
You know what I mean? They can make it work. And that's what we're establishing at ABM right now. AB Motorsports, we're just trying to get the right people, surround ourselves by it, and the right partners that we can grow together, and we could make some more history out
So
there.
when you started all of this, I mean, was it a big conference room and all of the key players that you had already gathered together, you all sit around and say, okay, this is what we want to do. This is our goal. Now, let's talk about how we're going to reach that goal and do it quickly.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing about it is, like anything else, it takes time. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like when we came out, we were just, the way we got everything together and everything was coming in and all the parts and pieces, even though we planned this, we were supposed to be building this like in October of last year.
Right.
Our trailers were supposed to be delivered at the end of September, October. We didn't get them jokers one. We didn't get to the end of December, and the other one we got like second week in January just because the supply, just like
Yeah.
anything else.
Yeah.
You can't get stuff. And when we got it, we're like, oh, man, we got to leave like in like 3 weeks. And it was literally 18-hour days. I remember I worked the guys 7 days straight, and we worked for at least 16 to 18 hours each day.
What did you do during these 18-hour days?
Anything and everything.
The orchestra
like,
leader.
Like, let me tell you something. It wasn't nothing that I didn't do is the question. It didn't make a difference what it was. If we were hanging stuff up, Brad was mounting stuff in the trailer. I was up in the office mounting stuff up in the lounge for the crew chiefs. Or the guys were getting this in. They needed help lifting this up, laying out the decals with Ted. And Ted was going over all this stuff. And then just working on bringing everything together. It was just like,
So you're kind of like the team lead, but you're also the grunt that does
hey,
everything.
it doesn't make a
The roadie.
difference. What I told all of our guys is, I said, I will never have you do something that I wouldn't do.
Right.
And they go, what you mean? I go, because I do everything. That means you're going to do everything. Clutch guy, you say the clutch guy. You can pick up a room up, too. Cylinder head guy, you know what? Like, so you clean the bathroom. I clean the bathroom. You clean the bathroom, too.
Well, I remember watching your social media, and I mean, it was like a week before Pomona, and you're still packing the truck.
Yes.
You're still getting stuff ready, and you were at least a little nervous about being there.
You're a faith-based guy. Was there
Absolutely.
any point in that leading up to it you were having like a buyer's remorse? Oh,
No.
why did I do this?
No. Only thing I was doing was I was so focused on things that were happening. I didn't have time to think about, is this the right decision? All I know, this was got to get done.
I got to do
Well,
this.
I have to tell you that the probably a misconceived notion was the fact that, okay, well, he's just taking the team from Don Schumacher, all of the car carriers, all of the parts, all of the pieces, and then bringing them over across the street.
No,
that wasn't the case.
No, we bought a good amount. We probably bought about 50% of our stuff from Don Schumacher Racing. Like, we bought the race cars, we bought the current engines, cylinder heads that we were running, and the clutch disc that we had, and then we left some parts behind, and then we started everything from anew. So we had a good part of it, but everything else, like, we didn't take a tool. We didn't take, like, we bought all, like, they still have the race trailers with the clutch grinders and all the tools that we use at the shop that he can actually put on the race team in. So we actually started from scratch with our race trucks, trailers, organizing all of it, and then we bought more engine blocks, more cylinder heads, more blowers, a whole different clutch program.
And filled it with Matco tools.
Oh, absolutely. Matco to the kill. Let me tell you something. I had a good budget for Matco.
What a great partner.
You blew through that pretty quick.
Let me say something. They literally looked at me and go, "You're spending all your budget at once, AB." I said, "We got to. We got nothing.
Yeah, we got to start
nothing."
somewhere.
And the nervous part of it is watching that stuff trickle in, and you need to use it. But luckily, I had some stuff in my home stash. Oh. So I brought some of my home tools in, and Lincoln Welders hooked us up, and then and all the great folks at Toyota Gazoo Racing, the TGR folks from North America, they helped us establish with some different stuff like that also. So we had a lot of partners. Lucas Oil came in and said, "What you need? This is what we're going to do." And we were able to lean on a lot of people, and then all the people there at DSM, where with our chassis and stuff like that, and they helped us with different stuff that we needed fabricated because we wanted to change some things around and design some new things that's proprietary to us and not nobody else. And they helped us with that also. So we have our hands spread out, and what we're trying to do is we're trying to assemble and pick what we think's the best of the best to be the best.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Well, one of the things also that I think that you've left out of the equation is the fact that you, in particular, the rest of the team as well, but you in particular also have an obligation to the sponsors.
Oh, absolutely.
And so there's more time out of your day that you've got to obligate and bring to the table for your sponsors.
Even doing stuff like this.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing about it is it's not just being in the shop. It's not just running the team, orchestrating the team. Is that sometimes when my guys are at the shop, I'm gone. You know what I mean? So I'm on the road where I have to do a speaking obligation, do a sponsor engagement, or just go over here and do this, or go to a convention, go to a show, and do what we do. Because a lot of our partners, I just don't represent them on the racetrack. I'm actually their official spokesperson.
Yeah, you're a business partner.
So I do keynote speaking. I get in front of thousands of people.
I can't imagine
and
that.
talk to people. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I do.
As shy as you are. Come on.
I can't
Shy
believe
guy.
I can actually talk.
I know, because there's been a lot of that.
Well, you could tell how busy I've been. When you see somebody that loses their voice every weekend, I pretty much lose my voice every weekend because I'm nonstop. I'm boom, boom. But that's part of the business.
And you do know that you've been tagged to do the national anthem earlier.
Yeah.
I can do it.
I know you
I can do it.
Yeah.
I can do it.
What you got to do, though? Hey, baby.
Hey, let me tell you something. You thought Michael Jackson and Bruno Mars could sing? Wait till I break it down. I'm just kidding. I can't sing like that. I wish I could, but I cannot sing.
So
Trust
now,
me.
all of those obligations that we just talked about, we didn't even bring in the wife and the children and the family.
Yes. Well, the coolest part is taking this venture on. My wife, Billy Jo, she's been by my side through everything. So she's working this deal full gambit. And I can tell you something. This is the funniest deal. So as I started racing, my wife, she used to be a school teacher. And then she actually raised our kids. And I used to come home, and she made sure I was a part of everything. Parent-teacher conference, do all the stuff, like everything. And I was actually like, in the wintertime, I was their basketball coach, I was their baseball coach, soccer coach, football coach. I was always a coach in everything, every sport they played.
Right.
And we junior dragster race and all this other stuff, right? Well, my wife always thought that drag racing, she goes, that is a great job, but that's like a hobby, and you get paid to do it. You're doing it for fun, right? Right? This is fun.
That's not a career.
You get paid, and that ain't work, right? So my wife finally, like, she was spent 24/7 with me for the last 6 months, like every day in the office, and we even work on Saturday and Sundays because she actually runs our hospitality area.
Right.
She takes all the ticket orders in, facilitates it, takes care of all of our partners and everything else like
Do you
that.
have a hospitality over here?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yes, we do.
Are we coming?
Come on in.
Okay.
Come on in.
But tell them at the door.
It's a Lucas Oil, Macco Tools hospitality area. Everybody's welcome.
Okay.
We got a good shelf over there, but it's for all of our partners and our sponsors.
Sure,
They
of course.
bring all their customers out, and we engage with them. It's nothing like sitting in the AC. Trust me, this is where you want to be. This is where I want to be. I want to be in this top eliminator club.
With us.
That's absolutely. See this? That sun don't get you in here. You see that?
That's right.
But the coolest part is, for me, she looked at me. We went to lunch one day, and she looked at me and she goes, "Baby, I am so sorry." I'm like, "What you do? How much money you spend? Talk to me. Like, what happened?
What'd you buy?
What happened? Like, talk to me. What's going on?" And she goes, "Baby,
I had no
I
idea.
had no idea how much you work and how much work this is." And she goes, "You don't get paid enough." That's what she told me. She told me. I said, "Well, baby," I said, "I enjoy what I do." She goes, "The only part that you're smiling and when you're in your place is when you sit in that race car. Because I could tell, like, you got a smile on your face." I said, "I am, baby." And she says, "But, baby, the problem is you picked the wrong sport because you're only sitting there for 3.6 seconds. She said, you need to drive something in there for 2 hours so you can really enjoy it." But I said, no, I love what I do. I love the interaction with people, and I love just like I went to college for a business major. I love the business side of everything. So the coolest part for me is a challenge to actually take this on as my own business. Even though I did it when I raced motorcycles, now I get to do it at the highest level of our sport. And it's been a big undertaking, but yet it still has been rewarding. But I haven't seen the rewards yet because I got like 4, like people. My wife teased me and all my friends teased me because they always look at me. I never even knew they did that. They look up my net worth on whatever it is, on Google or whatever it is, and it goes, "AB, man, it shows that you're worth like 4.5, 4.9 million, blah, blah, blah." I said, "Yeah, brother, I'm 4.9 million in the hole." I said, "Brother," I said, "If y'all want some donations, I got a bucket.
Always looking for sponsors.
Help me out."
Yeah.
How did you do last night in qualifying?
We did good. We ended up number 4. We went a 370 with a 4. And we've been on the mend. Like when we first came out, we ran good in Pomona, and we lost in second round. And we've been struggling qualifying a little bit, just trying to find like our new base model
Your
tune-up,
sweet spot.
a sweet spot, because we got so much new things, and we've been just each race we've been picking at it, getting better and better. And in Vegas, that was our race that we lost. We lost that race. Like we didn't mess up in the final. We just messed up because we had a parts failure, and we had something on the car that failed in the final that shouldn't have been on there.
Oh.
And that's our team mistake. And I mean, all we needed to run was a 373 with a 3 to win, and we ran that the round before, dropping a hole. So we knew we had that covered. And I was just like,
You won't make that mistake again.
no, we won't. Trust
the
me.
experience.
Trust
But
me.
that's part of the new.
That's-
Trying to get everything, get your processes lined up.
Getting the process and getting the guys to gel.
Right.
Because, like, we should have backups. Like, you should have a guy that looks over another guy looks over another guy, and back each other up. And that didn't happen. So something got forgotten and then get checked, and that was the repercussion.
Which goes
of it.
back to what you said earlier is everybody does everything, so
Yes.
everybody can back each other
Yes.
up.
Well, what I preach all the time to our guys, and this is the thing in real life, if you surround yourself by great people, great things happen. Not one person on this planet could be perfect, but if you put yourself around great people, you can make the perfect thing happen. And what that means is that if somebody messes up and you have a good teammate, they got your back, they'll catch that so it doesn't show up on the racetrack.
Right.
You follow me? You can make the mistake in the pits, but you ain't stepped on the gas yet.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you make the mistake in the pits and you have a backup, I explained this to my guys. I brought them all in because we have about 3 new guys on our team. I go, hey, if you was an Army soldier and you went to war and you're out there in the field, you have a battle buddy. Battle buddy, somebody that watches your back, because you can't. If not, you ain't going to live. You ain't going to survive. I said, we need a race buddy. You know what I mean? When you learn first
'Cause
learn
it's
how
a
to
battle.
Exactly. And when you first learn how to swim, you have a pool buddy. You got somebody watching so you don't drown. It's the same thing. I told him, I said, you got to learn how to watch each other and don't take offense to it. Not think it's like somebody's correcting you or scolding you, but you got to help each other.
I'm not looking over your shoulder. I'm looking at the same thing with you, not at you.
Absolutely. Well, once one person does it, it's good for somebody to come behind and just double check. And once you do your deal, it's a good thing for another person to drop down and double check you. It's just checks and measures.
Making sure it's right.
Because if you do the same thing over and over again, you're bound to make that mistake because you're just going to overlook it sometimes, and that's what happens.
What are you looking forward to today?
Learning.
What I'm looking forward today is to improve, and it's going to be a little bit hotter in Q2, so we're looking for a race day setup. Like, we just want to try to go out there and be the quickest of the field, and then later on this afternoon, if the sun stays like it does, it stays cloudy and it cools down by the time we make our second run, we can go up there and try to improve and go for number one. We're only 100th off of being number one. So we went a 70 with a 4. Number one was like a 69 with a 5. So we're
You're
9 thousandths from being number one, being number 4. So there's a lot of great cars out there. So we can easily pick ours up to do that. But it was a good shot out the trailer. It was a good shot.
Do you ever get back to Chesterfield, New Jersey?
I do. I try to go back as much as I can, but I usually get back home at least about 4 or 5 times a year.
Good for you. Good for you.
Try to.
Yeah, you need to keep doing that.
Got to. Well, my dad and uncle's back at home racing right now. They're racing Akron, New Jersey.
Okay.
With their cars, so it's a lot of fun.
Antron, it's always great to see you, my friend.
It's always good being on.
We always have fun here.
Yeah, we do. So we'll have to catch up over Zoom.
Yes.
In a couple, 3 months, and see how you're doing and check in with you.
Absolutely. Yay. More than welcome. I love being on. And you guys are like family to me.
Well,
I appreciate y'all. I appreciate you.
We're always rooting for you.
Yeah.
Well, we need that. We need that, especially this weekend. We want to
you.
go out with this race with a bang.
Thank you, brother.
Anytime.
Good to
Thank
see
y'all.
you. Antron Brown. All right.
All right. If you'd like to get in touch with us, shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. Time now for the cruise-in calendar. Conrad has that.
Well, Houston's a great place to do stuff, but this weekend they're having a big event up in Austin, and there's probably 1,000 cars up in Austin this weekend. Wow. I think it's Good Guys is up in Austin.
Oh, that's more than a cruise-in.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's a thing.
Huge event. So June 11th is the Northside Mustang Open Car Show, and that's going to be at Gillow Ford in Conroe. Also Saturday, June 11th, is the Surfside Texas Beach Cruise down in Freeport, and that starts at 10 a.m. July 15th through the 17th is the 2022 Corvette Invasion at the Bastrop Convention and Exhibit Center.
I won't be there.
No, you won't? Okay.
No, I will not.
August 12th at 10 a.m. is the Texas Wake and Scrape in Huntsville.
Is that something to do with death row or what?
When they lower their
Oh, I see. Okay. I'm just checking.
And then August 6th is race day at Houston Motorsports Park with more stuff going on.
Very good. Time now for this hour's car review. We got a Toyota theme going on
I think
today.
we did, yeah.
And I didn't plan this. Honestly, I did not. No. I got a chance to drive the 2022 all-new Toyota Tundra.
Available trim levels are the SR, the SR5, the Limited, the Platinum, the 1794, and the TRD Pro Capstone. Reviewed trim level is the Limited Crew Max 4x4 with the TRD package. What size and class? It's a standard pickup truck in the half-ton version. Seats 5 passengers. The exterior changes from last model year. This is a complete redesign for 2022. Super big body. This is a big girl. You have a big girl drum kit.
Yeah.
Well, this is a big girl. This is a big boy pickup truck.
Big, good-sized truck.
Has an overpowering front grille on it. Listen, if you didn't know that this was a Toyota, it's going to tell you right up front. Nice side sculpting, reminds of the Chevrolet design a little bit. Sexy rear end with vertical taillight design. I like those taillights.
Yep, very much so.
Yeah. Nice wheels go hand in hand with the trim level that you choose. What I like, the overall look is so much better than the outgoing model. What could use improvement? Well, Toyota shows that it is capable, that this redesign is putting it back in the half-ton truck wars, and I was happy to see that.
Well deserved, too.
Yep. Interior highlights. Huge, I mean a huge infotainment screen, nails it in the top of the center sack. Seating, comfortable, great materials, spot on, well-executed instrument cluster, awesome center console and storage wells under the back seat. They've taken and stolen ideas from other folks, but it's okay. That's what they do. What I liked about it, finally, I think Toyota has a player in the interior department as well. What could use improvement? Get rid of that big shifter and go to a rotary knob. Okay. Big shifter in the center console. I know there is tradition involved in that. Yeah. Oh, I don't like that big knob in the center. Well, I do. So there.
I've learned to love it.
Because it takes up so much less room for
it's
other things.
Mechanically less as well.
There's no mechanical. It's an electrical connection to the transmission.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have the lever and the linkage of the lever. Where the rotary knob, it's all electronic.
3.5 liter twin turbocharged V6.
The only thing available.
389 horsepower out of this thing, 479 pound-feet of torque.
Sufficient.
Tow rating, 8,300 pounds. Haul rating, 1,830 pounds. It gets 17 miles per gallon in the city and 22 on the highway for a combined of 19. I got 17.4 over 291 miles. What I liked about it, plenty of power for most folks. What could use improvement? Sometimes there seems to be a little disconnect between the transmission and the motor.
It's kind of slowed it downshift, but it's not really fair to say that without a load in the back. Right. Because trucks are designed to haul a load. And all of the shift points and all of the things that go along with transmission to engine, all of that is based on hauling a load. Not having anything in the back is really not fair.
And that may be intentional on their part, as opposed to you step on the gas and it drops 4 gears and it goes to 6,000 RPM as well. Because you've driven some cars that do that and you don't like that. So I think that's totally
well. And the other thing too I wanted to point out, I mentioned the city miles per gallon 17 and 22. Now that may not sound like a lot to you, but it beats the heck out of 12.
Yeah.
Because it used to be 12 with that big V8. So there's that. What I liked about it, that new independent rear suspension, it rocks it. Pricing, base trim price, $51,900. Price as tested, $60,318, and it's right in line with all of the other manufacturers. Base model price, you can get into a half-ton Toyota Tundra for $38,000. Competitors, obviously the Chevy Silverado 1500, the Ford F-150, and the Ram 1500. And that is your review of the 2022 Toyota Tundra. Hey, the In Real Time Car Show streams on the iHeart Radio app and on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and InRealTime.com. Podcasts are also available from your favorite podcast source. In Real Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
Father's Day weekend, Saturday, June 18th, 2022. It's the next Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise In, and you're invited. Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition will be at the same Loopy Tortilla in Katy, 8 to 11 a.m. on Saturday, June 18th. It's the only place cruisers compete for trophies and other prizes. Enter your vehicle for Best Hot Rod, Best Classic, and Best Modern Classic. Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's coolest cruise in and is your opportunity to see the best hot rods, show cars, classics, and resto mods, and get Loopy Tortilla breakfast tacos and adult beverages. There's no entry fee, and cars will automatically compete for custom Loopy trophies and other prizes. It all happens at the Loopy Tortilla Tex-Mex in Katy on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10. Kick off summer with Tailpipes and Tacos Father's Day edition, Saturday, June 18th. The In Real Time Car Talk Show will be there too. Celebrate Father's Day, the start of summer, and the return of Tailpipes and Tacos. Saturday morning, June 18th, 8 to 11. We'll see you then, weather permitting.
Tony Stewart Racing joins the NHRA Camping World Drag Racing Series, and his drivers, Leah Pruitt and Matt Hagan, will face off against NHRA stars including the legendary John Force Racing Team. Don't miss this battle of horsepower and performance. It's the final NHRA Spring Nationals event at Houston Raceway Park. Don't miss it this weekend. This is your last chance for nitro action in Baytown. Tickets at HoustonRaceway.com.
The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show is now part of the iHeart family. Now you'll have access to 24/7 Car Talk anytime you need a fix. Just download the iHeart Radio app and ask for In Wheel Time Car Talk, and there we are. Be sure to save us in your iHeart library for instant access. No matter where you are, you have the best Car Talk show right on your PC, laptop, or mobile device and never have to worry about finding us again. Of course, you can always get access to our video and audio streams via InWheelTime.com and your favorite podcast channel, and all of this is free to you. From the iHeart Radio app, you'll not only hear our Saturday morning live show, but the best shows of the past, updated weekly. Never miss a minute of up-to-date new car reviews, pre-owned reviews, Conrad's Car Clinic, informative interviews, automotive news, and the most fun car talk show on the planet. Just download the iHeart Radio app, search for In Wheel Time Car Talk, save it to your library, and with a tap of the icon, you'll be in touch with your favorite Car Talk team. In Wheel Time Car Talk, streaming now on iHeart.com/InWheelTime. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.